Hello internet, my name is Stephanie Lynnette and welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time since I've seen all of you lovely people and I hope that you're doing very well. So first things first, thank you very much for giving me the time that I definitely needed to sort my shit out. So I was putting a lot of pressure on myself in September of 2021 to try and get back onto YouTube and try and force it, and it just wasn't working. I was struggling with my mental health, I was going through a lot of life changes. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for letting me deal with all of that and letting me take the time that I needed, or that I felt I needed to take in order to feel better, in order to come back and be, you know, my best self. But I am back. It has been exactly 6 months, hence the title of this video. So I suppose I should probably start with, where have I been? So, for some people who maybe have been subscribed to me for a while, first of all, I'm very sorry for disappointing you and for stopping uploading for 6 months. I moved, so I still live in London, but I moved from a borough called Barnet. I lived in a town in a borough called Barnet called Hendon, near Hendon Central Station. I moved from Hendon Central Station to Chelsea in Kensington. So yes, yeah, I moved from Hendon Central to Chelsea in Kensington. Moving into central London is something I've wanted to do for a very long time. I have lived in London, I moved out 8 years ago from Cornwall, moved straight to North London, so this is my first time in central London. And I originally was working for the Science Museum when I moved here, which meant that I could walk to work, but then lots of things went down, so that's the first thing. So where have I been? The answer is Chelsea, London. Before you think I'm fancy, I am not. I live in a very small studio flat. I live on my own, which I do very much love, and it's been a dream of mine to live on my own for a long time. So very excited about that. What have I been doing? Okay, so since we last spoke, I lost a job. I was fired from a job because I made some very big mistakes. I had a mental health break and it led me to a lot of poor decisions, lots of lying, which isn't great. So lost my job, take full responsibility for it, did all of my hearings and things like that. So I sadly left the Science Museum under not the best of circumstances. And then I moved to Shakespeare's Globe. Shakespeare's Globe was a hoot and a half. And I helped deliver their winter programme at Shakespeare's Globe in their visitor experience team, which was very exciting and very fun. But unfortunately, I also left there. That one wasn't my fault. Although I know that some of you watching are going to be like, isn't it your fault, Steph? No, it's actually not my fault. There was a lot of pressure due to Omicron, and then there was budget cuts, and there was a really bad internal team, which not a huge fan of. I think I might do like a deep dive video into the things that I've done at like other heritage institutions one day. I think that'd be very fun. So from January, I was completely unemployed, had nothing going on, and I was in a really dark place, obviously. Gained a little bit more weight back of the weight that I already lost, so I'm looking very full at the moment, but I'm kind of enjoying it. I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying being a big girl. So in February, after 2 months of kind of being unemployed and just kind of applying for different things and stuff like that, I was actually offered several jobs all in one go, because despite everyone's opinions of me, I'm actually very qualified and don't only do YouTube for a living. I have a very fulfilling career when I'm not doing this. So I now work for Queer Britain and was part of the team who launched the United Kingdom's first LGBTQ+ museum. I'm the front of house and volunteers manager for them currently, which means I founded the front of house team. It actually started with me wanting to go in and volunteer as a recruitment advisor, because I've done lots of recruitment for Heritage. Heritage is kind of my industry that I work within. And it's really lovely because I'm finally at a place that I can work and share what I do with you, as well as with them. So there will be a tour coming, and there's lots of exciting things in the works with them as well, which is very, very exciting. You may have seen me on their social media channels if you follow them. If you don't, go and follow @QueerBritain on everything. So that's what I'm doing for work. Health-wise, so I had a few health issues. As some of you may know, I have ongoing health problems, but I had a couple of health issues in January, smaller ones. I was hospitalised, but I was fine, but I actually had a blood clot in my transverse sinus jugular, which is a jugular vessel in the back of the neck going to the brain, which controls motor functions. It was absolutely terrifying because it was causing high pressure buildup in my eyes, making me go blind. It completely disabled any of my internal balance receptors, so I kept fainting on the tube, or I assumed was fainting, but actually it was loss of vision, blurriness, blacking out, and it was causing me massive anxiety. So on the 4th of April, I was hospitalised at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital. Thanks so much to the team there, love you. So they found the blood clot in my brain, cried, called my mum. I'm going to do a whole story time on this. And after 3 days, they had put anticoagulants through my system, and they had thinned out the blood clot in my brain. My vision started to come back, but I have been referred to the neurology department, which is very exciting because my brain is broken now that I've had a blood clot in it. So yes, that is where I'm at with my health. I feel like this has just turned into a life update, which is actually kind of fun. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm doing a lot of public speaking with my work. Recently just gotten over COVID. It's my first ever time having COVID, so that was super fun. And I'm just excited to be back on YouTube. I'm not going to put a pressure on myself with a specific day of when I'm going to upload, because I made that mistake last time, but I am going to start uploading again quite regularly, I would say, which is going to be very, very exciting, and it's going to be a mixture of things. I have plans for stuff. My flat isn't currently finished, so there isn't a flat tour coming, not yet anyway, it's in the works, but it also means that I'm working on some things. I'm working on some things with my work, I'm working on some public speaking things, so there's lots happening. My life has suddenly become very interesting. So I'm so excited to have you back with me. I'm so excited to be able to share some of that with you. I'm so excited to get my passion back for content creation, and I cannot wait to start seeing you all more regularly than we have been, which is going to be great. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for sticking with my channel, which reached 4,000 subscribers whilst I was not uploading, which is bizarre. So if you're one of those 4,000 people, thank you so much. If you're not, please subscribe, obviously. And I just am so excited to start sharing with you again, showing you more of my life, sharing more of me. Yeah, it's going to be great, and I genuinely I'm so excited to be back. So I will see you next week for another video. Oh my god, I've not said that in a really long time. Okay, bye.